We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Come on, come on.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 target.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Takes it to about the 37.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This will be complete to Mechie. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Here's Pierce. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Now Hurts on the option right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run with Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They will run it with Swift here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Third and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Stroud now on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
The throwing again is Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Come on, come on.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Hurts changing up the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Hurts. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover. But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Hey, Silver. Hey, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. And Hurts going to move him around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's first down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Singletary to get the drive started. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now 2nd and 4. Stroud to throw it. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Now Stroud. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
18 Rattler.
To throw is Stroud. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. Check. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Check. Check.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 25 yards. And the Eagles get the
I'm so fucking pissed off about that last game, man.
Here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. Have a nothing game.
I'm so pissed about that last game. Well, what's good? What's good with y'all though? How y'all doing, man? Well, y'all just don't know I'm pissed off about that last game, man. That shit's crazy.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Yeah, we could play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch?
Hold on, I'm gonna drop it after this game. After this, please.
Necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, kid, that's it right there in the chat. You can't see me.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
You thought he was going to tackle him.
DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away.
Hey, Kate, you on Xbox or PlayStation?
Touchdown lead now.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
I mean, he could be next. Well, hopefully, if this dude don't quit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early.
Because I ain't got nobody nigga. I'm just playing Regs right now.
Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles. Tough spot here. 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 89 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. 3rd down and 1. On the option to give to Swift here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will touch him down not before he gets the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Because he liked it, that's why. Yeah, them dudes was crazy.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Should be 21-0.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Bro, I don't know how you play yet, so I don't know. I've never played before, so I don't know.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Hurts. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
73.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. End zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 78 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position,